So Richie Davis bought that out. Thank you.
Big him up,
Rough
man.
cut.
Richard Davis, yeah?
Yeah, Richie Davis. He's another big artist.
Big
as well.
him up, man.
He's local as well.
Richie Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's worked with King Jammies in Jamaica.
Yeah.
That guy's been around. He's
Okay.
one of the UK's best reggae singers, alongside Don Campbell, Peter Honeygill, and Trevor Hartley again.
Fucking hell, Lano.
Yeah.
You know all of these guys. I'm
Yeah.
just getting to know, you know.
You see?
You know all of them, Lano,
These are
yeah?
legends right there.
Most of them, yeah?
And another lady called Evil Chronicle. I see her quite a lot as well. Lovely ladies, a Jamaican lady. She was raggo, but you know, like everybody loved her because she was funny. Even when she's serious, you can't help but to laugh. And when she me like, yo, when I tell them all the rubbish in the other area, I said, oh, you know, listen, when she started,
she was real,
yo,
man, so everyone respected it.
But she was a sister. You know what I mean? She wasn't one of those people that you work for the white sister, she's white, but she was a sister. And she was willing to fucking help her own. And that's why, like, you know, I still have that relationship. And in fact, now that we're in college, I call her auntie when I see her. You know, and believe me, even though they're all my daughter, imagine I know her daughter. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. So I didn't foresee any of it closing down, but during the time when I was working there, I was working in NHS during the time of Brexit. And with Brexit,
During Brexit?
Brexit was very, like, you know,
intense.
Yeah, and we didn't know how shit was gonna go. And to be honest with you, I mean, myself working at NHS, I experienced a lot of micro racism.
Yeah.
Is there such a word as micro racism?
Of course. Lano, remember a few days ago we're speaking about it. We say, like, me and Lano, we always say there's different levels to nearly everything. And even with racism, there's different levels to racism as well, depending on which environment you are and what kind of people are actually dealing with you. Because a lot of racist people, some of them, they think they're smart, innit, in terms of how they can be racist towards you. Because all of us know, we live in a society now where it's like, people know, like, if you're racist straight up in someone's face, blatantly, you might get in trouble or you might get backlash, you get me? So I know there's a lot of people who try to hide the racism in different ways. Hence why, that's why we say, definitely racism comes in different levels, in different ways. And it's up to the individual to actually spot that, to feel like, hold on, was that person racist?
Yeah.
Now, what he or she said to me or what they done to me, is that racist, you get me? But continue. Yeah, continue.
I mean, I experienced a bit of racism because obviously at the time I was underqualified and I was the HR administrator. And I had the certain ways certain colleagues spoke to me, like, you know,
I can tell you.
Do you know what I mean? You know, the people that wasn't of colour.
Yeah.
And it was a lot. Some days I'd go home and I would be really stressed out, and I'd be really bad. I used to go and take it out my other half sometimes as well. Like, I used to snap quite a lot.
Okay.
You know, it was a lot. But you know, I went through all of that because obviously I never had a degree in HR. I was frowned upon even more. So as I said, I stayed there for 4 years, or 3.5 years, and I left. And what happened? Can I go a bit personal as well?
Of course.
Yeah. So
feel free to speak however you want.
I had a period of where I had a little short time in prison as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I graduated my degree in criminology at the age of 23, I had a case ongoing. So it was, when I say ongoing, it wasn't ongoing because it was finalised, but I was on 6 months tag.
Yeah.
I had to attend like 30 days anger management, all that sort of stuff, and it was probation as well. And at the time I was living in Harrow when I was with my ex at the time, and I mean the relationship that I had with my ex
was toxic.
Was very toxic.
I hear you. It gets like that. It gets like that sometimes.
I lost almost everything. Well, I lost everything. Not almost everything. I lost everything. I lost my driving license. I lost my money for a mortgage that I took out.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it was like, you know, I went to prison and I lost everything.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you
understanding how the mind works.
Yeah.
And also your rights as a citizen in public, you know, in society. I mean, because, you know, if you don't know your rights, Babylon can
you're fucked.
Take your mum and clap for your idiot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously. So I've learned a lot, like especially when I studied modules like policing and society and contemporary policing. Because obviously contemporary policing, the focus on the policing now than it did back in the day, but we also learned about the history of policing. Like from the Sir Robert Peel days and the Stephen Lawrence, the McPherson case, all that sort of stuff, and the racism, institutional racism.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, and I met people. You know, culture again. And the canteen culture, because every company has a culture, but the police culture, from what I read, was very bad, especially when you're a person of colour and you go into the institution to work and they make fun of you because of how you are. And you had to be very macho, because it was a very macho kind of role. So, you know, as a man, you couldn't really be very over emotional, if that made sense back then. I'm not sure how it is now. But I think, because obviously certain things are a lot more...
Better.
I wouldn't say better, but...
They've made a lot of
known, like
changes.
There's a lot more awareness out there.
Well, yeah, but they're a bit more open now. For example, let's talk about LGBT. We can probably touch on later on. Like, you know, you're allowed to be that in